everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie Berger and this is the last episode of 5 ways to invest in 2 minutes. Let's get started. This is the one that you have been waiting for. This is the one where we talk about investing in stocks. Okay, so as always, let's put those 2 minutes on the clock. We have a lot to cover today, so I'm gonna try and do it in under 2 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so for a lot of people, stocks are actually the second best type of investment that they ever make in their lives, right after housing and real estate, which I covered in a previous video. Go check that out up there or down there. Okay, so what does it actually mean to buy stock? Well, if you buy stock, you actually own a piece of a company. Sounds pretty cool, right? Yeah, it does. And that actually means that, yeah, you become a part owner of a tiny piece of that company, and that is a publicly traded company, which means that that company is selling shares or stocks, pieces of ownership to the public. So why would you want to do that? Well, if the company is doing well and the stock price increases and you sell your stocks at a point where the price is higher than what you paid for them, well, then you're making profit. Now you might be thinking, okay, but that means that it might take ages until I actually see any return on my investments. And yeah, that is somewhat true, especially when it comes to long-term investment, which is a strategy that I've made multiple videos on already. Again, go check them out. But a lot of companies, especially if they are larger companies, they also pay dividends, which is essentially money that you get on a regular basis, just for basically owning stocks of that company. And one of the biggest misconceptions, which I definitely also had, is that you have to be rich or you have to be a millionaire in order to actually start investing in stocks. And this is not true. You can literally download any app right now, Robinhood, Wealthsimple, to name a few. I'll leave my Wealthsimple discount code down below if you guys want to go check that out. And you can literally start investing in stocks today. Okay, so I mentioned long-term investing before, and that essentially means that you don't try and make money quickly by literally buying when the price is low and then 2 days after or something, when you see the value increase, immediately selling. No, you want to have a long-term view and you want to hope that in the long term the value of these stocks, the price of these stocks increases. And yes, that is usually the case. The value of stocks usually increases over a longer period of time. Another issue with short-term investing is that a lot of investors, especially when they are new investors, they actually incur a lot of losses, and that is because they panic when they see that the price of the stock that they recently purchased suddenly decreases, and they think to themselves, okay, I need to sell now because the value of the stock is decreasing, and I'd rather still get a little bit more money than if I wait and the price just decreases. However, as I said, this isn't really true because in the long term, the value of stocks generally increases. So what you should do is you should wait out that declining period and then sell once the value of the stock has been increasing again. So when it comes to investing in stocks, these periods of up and downs are called corrections, where essentially the price or the value of the stocks adjusts to whatever is going on in the world currently. And it usually takes approximately 20 years for the stock value and the stock price to steady down after all of these corrections again. And that's kind of the period of time that you want to wait out after you see that the value or the price of your stock fluctuates. So often it isn't actually knowledge of stocks, but rather the discipline to be able to wait out the long term that allows investors to make a lot of profits on their stocks. And the way that you should actually view a stock crash, for example, when the value of a lot of stocks suddenly decreases, is you shouldn't panic and you shouldn't sell at that moment, but you should see it as an opportunity to actually invest in more stocks because prices are low and you know that the market will likely rebound from the crash. So view it as an opportunity to invest in stocks and then sell them later once the market has rebounded and prices are high again. Okay, so another important concept here is market cap. And the market cap of a company is essentially the number of shares that are available from the company multiplied by the price per share. And there's small caps and big caps, which is essentially just referring to how valuable the company is. And usually small caps are more profitable, especially also in the short term, because their price is more volatile as they're still experiencing different events in their short lifetime of the company. So the strategy here could be to put quite a bit of your money into large cap companies, like for example the S&P 500, and then to invest the rest of your money that you have available into small caps so that you do get the best of both worlds. Okay, and one more thing to address here is now that we have all of these apps, like I already mentioned, Robinhood and Wealthsimple, for example, you might not even know what a broker is. Well, a broker is essentially someone that offers you full service when it comes to stocks. They offer you advice about stocks, and they also buy and sell stocks for you. However, that does mean that you have to pay them a commission. Okay, and last but not least, there's actually two ways to purchase a stock. There is what's called at the market, where you literally just pay the value of the stock at the market in the current moment for the stock. But then there's also something called a limit order, where you essentially hope that someone makes you an offer for a stock at a price that you determine. And then the closing price of a stock is the ending price of that stock at the end of that trading day. Stock exchanges, like for example the NYSE in New York, one of the largest stock exchanges, that is where you can buy and sell stocks, and certain companies are only listed on certain stock exchanges, which means that they can only be traded on those exchanges. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. This was the last video in my 5 ways to invest in 2 minutes series. Go check out the entire series down below or in the eyes. And yeah, share this video with anyone that you think is interested in investing in stocks, and leave a like if you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form. I have made other videos about investing in stocks and different strategies that you can use. Go check those out too, and subscribe if you haven't already if you enjoyed this content and want to see more. So take care, and I'll see you soon.